to another edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, presented in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. We're indoors for our first show for a special edition today, as we're at the Pillar Health and Sports Performance with Lenny Mello. Hello, everyone. I'm Don Russell with Steve McMillan and Lenny Mello. We're very pleased to be here today. But, Steve, great to be with you for our 30th year. And let's talk about Golf House Kentucky, because it's grown as our show has grown. And let's talk about the different parts of the organization.
Well, absolutely, Don. Well, Golf House Kentucky is Kentucky's family of golf organizations. And underneath that umbrella, we have the Kentucky Golf Association, which is amateur golf. We have the Kentucky PGA, which is the PGA Professionals of Kentucky. Then we also have our joint philanthropic organization, the Kentucky Golf Foundation, which is where all of our youth and military initiatives fall underneath.
When you talk about IKG, you've done just a terrific job of giving us insight, and we actually originate from almost every Golf House Kentucky event that's important to the organization that we can be at.
We really do, Don, and our partnership with you is absolutely incredible, and it's a great time for us to get out into the world and see what's going on in the state of Kentucky golf and be at the different events they're at, whether it's a junior event, a PGA event, or an amateur event. It's a great time to be able to display what's happening in Kentucky golf.
And I know you're excited to be here. You told me about this. Lenny and I spoke last year through Phil Armbruster. This is going to be a lot of fun today.
Well, it really is, and with Golf House Kentucky, what we're about is we serve the member and we grow the game of golf, and we've got some great episodes to talk about how we're serving the member with all of our tournaments and activities, how we grow the game of golf, what we're going to learn and see with Kim Schaefer and how she talks about growing the game of golf. And then we've got some other great things. This is the 100th centennial of the PGA of America, so we're going to really pay tribute to some of our great PGA professionals and share with that.
Lenny, let's talk about your place. We're going to see it in action today, but kind of give us an overview here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm a TPI golf fitness professional, and what I do is I help people improve their golf swings from the anatomy standpoint. I try and make people move better, whether it's mobility-wise, strength-wise, coordination, things of that nature, so that they can do the things that their PGA professional wants them to be able to do in their golf swing. So we try and improve their performance while they're playing now and improve their longevity too, so they can play long into their twilight years.
We're not only going to have a chance to see Lenny's operation, we're going to see him work today. Glad to have you along on Kroger IKG. We'll be right back after this.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is presented by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice Naturally Flavored Spring Water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank, August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
Make the drive to Eagle Trace, Morehead State University's official golf course. Nestled in the lush green splendor of northeastern Kentucky, Eagle Trace is a gently rolling, beautifully wooded public 18-hole golf course designed to challenge the skills of the most seasoned players, yet enjoyable and playable to all golfers. Still the same great golf course, still the same great challenge, still the same great layout, but now with Zoysia fairways. Book your next tee time, outing, or fundraiser at Eagle Trace Golf Course, located just outside of Morehead off I-64 at exit 133.
No two people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
Taste the feeling.
Hi, I'm Lenny Mello, Pillar Health and Sport Performance, here today with Kim Schaefer, LPGA and PGA professional, correct?
That is correct.
All right, thanks for being here. We just took Kim through her physical screen, and one of the weaker links that we found in her screen was some core coordination and strength and the ability to dissociate her lower body from her upper body. So one of the first exercises we're going to start with is to get her to stabilize low body and activate her abdominal muscles a little bit better. So these are called the horizontal chops. We're going to start in a wide base with her feet apart, sitting on a stability ball. We'll put your hands straight out in front of your chest, Kim, and try and keep them there, right in front of your chest. Super tall posture, and your eye gaze is straight forward. And let's have you rotate as far as you can go to your tolerance, keeping those hands right in front of your chest. Just a nice natural movement back into the backswing and all the way back to start. We'll do about 10 of these. And glute work as well. But that's the way we would try and get a little bit of lateral movement, lateral shift happening, as well as stabilizing so we can post up onto the lead side.
It's like the explosion of the golf swing.
Exactly right, exactly right. So again, not everything we do is going to be really golfy. It's not going to look like a golf swing all the time, but the movement patterns that we're training are really important for golf. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. How you feel?
I'm good right now.
It's a little harder than you think sometimes, isn't it?
Is.
You really,
it is.
But again, it's pretty pain-free. It's always supposed to be pain-free. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's just more of a mental challenge for us to get the brain working and accepting the fact that here I am. You're a golf professional, and guess what? I got some stuff I need to work on still, right?
I definitely need to work on this.
Yeah. So we'll get you back in here and we'll keep working on some of the core issues and some balance with you as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
We're very pleased on Kroger IKG again to have a partnership with French Lick Resort and Spa, particularly with Dave Harner, the Director of Golf Operations. They've had a lot of great events up there, and of course now they host the Legends Championship, but last year was especially busy for them because they hosted the Senior PGA Championship, and it was won for the second consecutive year by Colin Montgomery. A lot of people got on Colin when he played on the regular tour because he couldn't win here, but he's become a different person and really thought so much about the tournament he was tickled to death to win it 2 years in a row. Here's what Monty had to say after his second consecutive Senior PGA Championship.
A fantastic place, a real French Lick, Indiana. You wouldn't think this quality of golf course existed here, and it does. And I'm sure that a number of Americans and worldwide will flock now to play this course. It is a fantastic setup, it really is.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Steve, you know, this is a special year for the PGA of America and, of course, the Kentucky section of the PGA and all PGA professionals. You're celebrating the 100th year of the PGA of America through their centennial. I know this is a really special year. Saw the piece on Kentucky. It's hard to believe it's been 100 years, but a lot of things have happened over those years.
That's right. In 1916, several golf professionals got together in New York City and decided it was time to form an association. And 100 years later, we have one of the largest sporting organizations in the world in the PGA of America. And it's going to be a really fun centennial. The first 100 days of the centennial this year started back at the PGA Merchandise Show and has continued on into May. And then we'll wrap up with the annual meeting of the PGA of America in November, where we'll go back to the original location and celebrate in New York City for the 100th anniversary.
Of course, since you're a PGA professional, how about your testimony?
Well, you know, Don, I look back to the days where I grew up in a little small farming community in Kansas. It was a Sand Green golf course, did not have a PGA professional, and I got introduced to a PGA professional by the name of Max Kennedy. And he always made the journey down from Lawrence and would come down to the golf course that I was on and come down and give him my lessons and so forth. And he was always great to me. He didn't mind if I gave him a phone call at night, tell him about a round that I just had or had a problem always going on. He always made time for me, always made me feel like I was his number one student. And, you know, he had thousands of students at that same time. So to Max Kennedy and all those PGA professionals out there, thanks, PGA Pro.
That's our first PGA testimonial of the year.
No two people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
I'm here with Dick Clay, client for how long we've been together?
Going on 4 years.
About 4 years now. Fantastic. Richard came to me from Chad Douglas, right? PGA professional at Louisville Country Club. You picked up the game a little bit late in life too, didn't you?
I did. I never had time to play it as a kid.
So you just started playing about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Was working with PGA professional, and Chad sent him to me because he had some restrictions, a lot of tightness that we worked on, hips and shoulders and things of that nature. Have progressed past that, obviously, in the 4 years, and so we do a little bit more advanced type stuff. And we get you through a little warm up, and then we like to do those walking lunge with rotation. You want to show us how we do those?
Let's show 'em.
We'll start on down here.
All right.
It's just a 4-pound medicine ball. It's not a ton of weight. You're going to hold that ball up against your chest. You're going to make a big lunge to which you pick a side. You're going to lunge left, and you're going to rotate left and step it on forward. And lunge right and rotate right. And we'll do about 3 each direction. This is a great pre-event warm-up here too. If you don't have a med ball, you can put your hands out to your side and just rotate your torso. Again, activating glutes, core, bunch of low body stability, and mobilizing that upper body. After we do the walking lunge with rotation, then we're going to do our overhead lunges. We're going to hold that med ball up overhead, lunge left, and you're going to make a side bend to left. Make a big stretch in your torso here, back to tall, and step it on forward. Again, about 3 each side. Big lunge left and side bend. Perfect. And a big lunge right, bend to the right, really good low body stability. Great stretch in the torso, keeping that ball way up overhead. Okay, we're going to do some external rotation. We're going to get you, tuck this left elbow against your rib cage, and you're just going to keep your wrist nice and neutral, and you're going to rotate. Get that left hand moving out away from you as far as you can. Try to get as much range of motion, tucking that elbow against that rib cage, and big rotate left. You want to keep your upper body nice and stable, keeping your scapula nice and stable, and all the movements happening right here in that shoulder capsule. Big core strength here, hands way out in front of you, and you're going to rotate for your hands are directly in front of your chest, and you're going to smile because you're having a lot of fun here, and that is going to be a 60-second hold here. We're just going to come straight out to forward. Just keep your hands directly out in front of you, right in front of your chest, and again, that band is pulling you back into rotation. We're just going to resist that rotation, 60 seconds here, and then again, we would go to 60 seconds on the other side as well.
This is one of my most favorite.
It's everybody's favorite toy. I love the slide board. So take your time, get a little slide left and right. Get yourself good and warmed up and comfortable going to the left and to the right.
Tell me when you're ready.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Big explosive power, really, really good here. You're gonna load on that trail side and explode. And again, we'll typically do a 30-second interval. Let him take a break for 30 seconds, and then we're going to do it again for five high-intensity sprint intervals, and that's going to get his cardio, his heart rate up really high, and start to recover really quickly as well. That's going to play it pain-free, right?
Pain-free.
That's what we're shooting for.
I walk it, so it's great exercise.
Well, I appreciate you a lot for all the hard work you give me and for coming in today.
You bet.
Thanks for
See you, Lenny.
I'm state champion, right?
Yes.
For the Golf Tigers, Matt Liston. And you've signed with UK. You're going to play some golf at
Yes.
SEC next year, right?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's worked with me for what, going on 4 years now.
Yep.
Done a lot of hard, dirty work that was not a whole heck of a lot of fun, but now we get to lift heavy stuff and throw heavy things around, right?
Yeah, it's good.
So that's
yeah.
you ready for a little workout?
Yeah.
Then we're going to load you up a little bit with a 20-pound kettlebell here. And we're going to do that single leg deadlift. And let's go ahead and take that to your hip, to your shoulder, and let's drive it up overhead as well. And I want you to use the ground. Perfect. There's that big hip hinge. Get up to your shoulder and drive that puppy up overhead. Really good. Back to your shoulder hip, give me that perfect form. Going back to the ground and up. Swing it up to your shoulder, drive it up overhead. A lot of power development here, really good on the balance. Perfect, we'll set that down. Let's go the other direction here. We're gonna get Matt throwing a medicine ball at the rebounder here. Sounds pretty easy, but we're gonna put you on the stability ball. Show me what you got. We're gonna get you up on your knees on that stability ball, which is hard enough in and of itself. Get yourself good and stable, nice and comfortable there.
Yeah.
You comfortable?
Yeah.
Here comes 6 pounds of medicine ball. Big rotates, turn your shoulders, outstanding, reset, rotate, good. All right, Matt, great work today, man. As always, I appreciate your hard work that you've been putting in for literally about 4 years now.
Thank
you ready for the SEC?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm ready.
I don't know if they're ready for you yet. But great job out of you. Keep up the hard work. You're going to be very successful up at UK.
Thank you.
We're very excited this year on Kroger IKG to have a new segment in the show called Turf Talk. We started to talk about involving the golf course superintendents because they're so important how they work in conjunction with the PGA professionals to really help the golfing public. And I really got sold on what the golf course superintendents did when a couple of years ago we had a chance to be embedded with Roger Meyer, the golf course superintendent at Valhalla Golf Club, and 70 other golf course superintendents from all across the country that came in and worked for the PGA Championship. We were there at 3 in the morning. They were there till dark or to what anything needed to be done. We put a feature together, and I was so knocked out about it that we thought we needed to do something each week. So starting next week on the show, we'll have a chance to talk about Turf Talk as you see the golf course superintendents and all the important things they do for the game of golf.
Make the drive to Eagle Trace, Morehead State University's official golf course. Nestled in the lush green splendor of northeastern Kentucky, Eagle Trace is a gently rolling, beautifully wooded public 18-hole golf course designed to challenge the skills of the most seasoned players, yet enjoyable and playable to all golfers. Still the same great golf course, still the same great challenge, still the same great layout, but now with Zoysia fairways. Book your next tee time, outing, or fundraiser at Eagle Trace Golf Course, located just outside of Morehead off I-64 at exit 133.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
It's okay.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
It's okay. It's alright.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations and is presented by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice Naturally Flavored Spring Water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
Had a great time today on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, of course in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. Had a lot of fun with Lenny and Steve McMillan, our co-host today, and Steve, of course, the executive director of Golf House Kentucky. And Steve, this has really been one of the more unique shows we've ever had. We talked about it for a while. Phil Armbruster had mentioned it to me. Pretty good setup here, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, it is a good setup. But, Don, before we get into that, congratulations on this being the 30th anniversary of your show. It's a lot of great stuff. We appreciate what you do and give back to the game of golf.
Well, speaking of that, we have a couple of events coming up on the show as our backdrop. The Don Fight Master, of course, always close to our heart. We'll be there for that. But we have a chance to do some things this year with the golf course superintendents, and they actually have a new event. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, we really do. And, the golf course superintendent and the golf professional, those are two key people at a golf course. And they have to communicate a whole lot together. And we thought it'd be a great opportunity. And with PGA professional Chuck Breitenbach with the Hill Company, we've been able to put together a really unique tournament called the Pro Superintendent, where the pros and the superintendents get to come together and play together. And we'll find out kind of which superintendent professional combos is the best.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And Lenny, I can't thank you enough. We visited the other day. You let us move everything around. But this is something that really shows how the game has grown. And if people that have been watching today, hopefully they've learned something about it. But if they want to do more and need more, what's the best thing for them to do?
They can find me at Louisville Tennis Club, Pillar Health and Sport Performance. We're at Louisville Tennis Club on Her Lane, or you can check us out online at pillarsport.com.
And that's been a great relationship, and I know there's some things going on that may come up in the future too, but what a great partnership you have here with one of the more historic places really in the city of Louisville.
It's a fantastic place, and the folks behind it, the Burkles, they're not only big tennis aficionados, but they are golf. More than fanatics, they're addicts. So they've been really great, and it's been a great partnership here at LTC.
I want people to know this is really for golfers at all levels. We showed today. It's really important. This can help your golf game in so many different ways, and it's really the cutting edge today.
Oh, it's mainstream now. When I started this about 10 years ago when I was out in California, it was kind of voodoo. But now it's mainstream. You can hear the announcers talking about it on all the tour events. And so it's for everybody from all ages and all levels of ability.
Thanks, Lenny. You've been a great co-host today. Thanks for letting us come here today. And Steve, thanks to you as well. And don't forget, anytime you want to know something about what's going on in Golf House Kentucky, kygolf.org. Don Russell for our special guest and all our hosts today that helped me out with the show. We'll see you again next week.